The most dangerous thing about a toxic person isn't that they break your heart. It's that they stayed just long enough to make you believe that you were the one who broke it. You see, the cruelest kind of psychological warfare doesn't involve yelling. It happens in the absolute freezing silence. It's the text you spent 3 hours drafting, replied to with a single, cold, periodic dot. It's the haunting realization that you are sitting right next to the person you love, on the exact same bed, yet you have never felt more violently lonely in your entire life. In the beginning, he didn't look like a storm. He looked like sanctuary. He memorized your triggers just to pretend he was the cure. But slowly, the psychological trap closed. You transitioned from being his partner to becoming his rehab center. You started walking on eggshells, treating his mood swings like weather patterns you had to predict. If he was distant, it was your fault. If he was cold, you hadn't loved him enough. You found yourself trapped in an anxious attachment style, constantly checking your phone, suffocating in a trauma bond where peace was an urban legend and anxiety was your oxygen. Let's be completely honest with ourselves tonight. You didn't stay because you loved him. You stayed because you were terrified of the ghost you became without him. You were addicted to the breadcrumbs of his affection. Every time he gave you a shred of validation after days of silent treatment, your brain mistook that relief for love. That isn't love. That is psychological withdrawal. You literally traded your self-esteem, your dignity, and your sleep just to keep a man who used your vulnerability as a roadmap to manipulate you. But here is the twist that nobody warns you about. One night, you will stare at your phone screen at 3 a.m., looking at a conversation where you are begging for basic human decency. And the mirror will finally speak back to you. You will realize that you aren't actually fighting to keep him. You are fighting a losing war to avoid admitting that you chose wrong. You aren't mourning the loss of a relationship. You are mourning the murder of the girl you used to be before he hollowed you out from the inside. So, let him go. Stop trying to water a dead plant and calling it loyalty. The silent treatment isn't a sign that you need to try harder. It is the ultimate closure you never thought you'd get. You survived the version of you that needed his validation. Now, it's time to meet the version of you who doesn't even remember his name. Because remember, the most dangerous thing about a toxic person isn't that they break your heart. It's that they stay just long enough to make you believe that you were the one who broke it.